What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to analyze the tape of Tyson Bagent as well as the Chicago Bears offense and really analyze how they were able to have success against the Las Vegas Raiders. In my opinion, the Bears came out with the perfect game plan. That was to run the football and to really take a lot of the short things that were kind of there for Bagent to have. One of the things that the Raiders love to do is really play off coverage with their cornerbacks, a lot of cover 3, cover 4, and just generally speaking, a lot of zone defenses. And the Bears attacked that. They continued to go underneath over and over and over again, and they really pounded the football. So today we're going to analyze the tape of Bagent. Very fired up for it. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to start right away with the second drive of the game. As you guys know, Dante Foreman dropped the 3rd and 7 check down, and the Bears ended up going 3 and out. But from the second drive forward, they had a lot of success, and it was because of plays like this. You know, the Bears really came out and they wanted to make it as easy for Bagent as possible. They wanted to come out and at the same time be aggressive. They came out with these really nice plays where the quarterback's going to pitch the ball here to the running back. At the same time, the running back's going to pitch it back to Tyler Scott, the rookie wide receiver. And you're going to see Scott take the ball here and just kind of run around everybody. He's going to do a really nice job on this one, picking up 8 yards. And this ultimately set up a 3rd and 1 play. And on that 3rd and 1 play, the Chicago Bears are going to run wide zone to the right of the screen. And they do a really, really nice job with this. To me, the offensive line executes this perfectly. Now, I want to break this down a little bit because I think these are the moments within a game that ultimately allow a team to have success. And you got to give credit to the decision making up front. You know, Tevin Jenkins, we didn't know he was going to go over to the right guard spot. A lot of us expected him to stay at left guard, and a lot of people thought Whitehair may stick at center, and Ja'Tyre Carter may start at right guard. And I'm glad the Bears actually went with this offensive line instead of the other one because I think it let them have success. And putting Jenkins right next to Darnell Wright made the most sense, especially to handle a Max Crosby caliber of player. Now on this wide zone run to the right, Jenkins is going to do a good job passing off the one technique to the center. Center's going to really overtake this guy. Jenkins is going to get up to the inside linebacker here. And in my opinion, this is the block you have to keep an eye on. That left hand right there to ultimately get up to Robert Spillane is what allows this play to work. The block here really seals it off. And the running back, as he's hitting this wide zone to the right, has the option to cut it back. And you'll see the conflict that puts the safety here into. The safety has to play the inside fit on this one. And you see Foreman's going to just kick this to the outside. And this was 3rd and 1. And they're able to pick up 5 yards on this play. To me, it's a really, really nice job by the offense. Executing the blocks up front. You get the 1 yard. You make it easier on your quarterback as he continues to go forward. Really nice job. Let's get into the next snap. Alright, you guys, check this next play out. Part of what I really liked with the Bears was they made it really easy for Bagent. And I think this is part of why Bagent was able to come in and have success. And why ultimately the Bears offense had success. Now, this is a really nice read here by the quarterback. The Bears are going to run smash, which is basically a hitch with the corner route. And in this variation, the quarterback's not only going to roll out, but he'll have a 3rd option with the tight end coming across the middle of the field. And what the quarterback's going to look at is he's going to look at the corner at the bottom of the screen. If the cornerback takes the corner route, you throw it to the hitch. If he really sticks with the wide receiver and plays it closely, you're going to hit the corner. So in slow motion, you're going to see the play action bootlegged over towards the left of the screen. Great job keeping Cole Clement into block. And the quarterback is going to recognize that the corner at the bottom of the screen is playing this from the corner to the hitch. So he's going to hit the hitch, and this one's going to pick up 5 yards. This was 1st and 10. This is how you get a quarterback's confidence up. This is how you really get a guy to have faith and confidence as he's making his first career start. It's a really nice job right there. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out. You got a 3rd and 5. Same exact drive. You're going to see Bagent do a really nice job going through his reads. On this one right here, he's going to go from his 1 to his 2, and he's going to end up picking up the first down, 13 yards to the rookie wide receiver. If you guys watch the quarterback from the end zone angle here, as soon as he takes a snap, watch him look over to the right and watch him try to read this. He's going to look over to the right. He's going to make his read and see if either of his receivers get open on that side of the field. And he's going to come back over here to his left, and he's going to end up seeing his second option open. And he's going to take the pass. He's going to end up delivering a really, really nice pass to the wide receiver. This is such an impressive play by a young quarterback. You guys can watch this play once again from the All-22. So he's going to get the ball. He's going to look over to his right. And on the right side of the field, it gets a little congested here because Marcus Peters reroutes Darnell Mooney. But the play should be that Mooney goes deep and Moore hits a deep out route. And the quarterback's going to look for the out route. And it's just not open. It is well covered. The timing, because of the fact that Marcus Peters was able to get onto Mooney, the timing's off. The quarterback quickly recognizes it. He gets off of it, and he sees Scott in the middle of the field running a dig route. Just a really, really nice job going from his first read over to his second and hitting the deep dig route. Just a really, really nice job. Now, I got to give some credit here to the rookie right tackle, Darnell Wright. He's going to do a really, really nice job against Max Crosby. 3rd and 5, this is a true pass pro situation. And you're going to see him basically stop Max Crosby, a really good pass rusher, with what is referred to as a ghost move. So one of the things with Max Crosby, and this is part of why I love this matchup coming into this game, was that both of these guys love to use their hands. So Darnell Wright is going to utilize the ghost move right there. Back this up here. You see him get the right hand. He's going to bring it up. And Max Crosby's going to react to that right there. Max Crosby's going to try to hit him. He's going to just bring that hand right back down, and he's going to just reset the feet, and he's going to get right in front of Max Crosby. He's going to make contact with him, and Max Crosby's not going to be able to beat Darnell Wright on this one. It's a really, really nice job by our young rookie going up against arguably one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. 3rd and 5, true pass rush situation. So it's a great job right there by Darnell Wright on this one. With that being stated, let's go ahead and get to the next snap. You got a 2nd and 8, same exact drive. Watch Dante Foreman on this one. You got a 13-yard run. Just a really, really nice job by a lot of these guys up front. I mean, to me, this is such a nice job. I got to give credit here to Cody White here. On the last Tyson Bagent video, I kind of came after him a little bit. I talked about his snapping issues, but the fact that the Bears put him at left guard, I think made the most sense. To me, this is a really, really nice job by White here. He's going to flat out just seal this defensive tackle. I mean, it does not get better than that. If you had 100 run blocks, this would probably rank as number 1. Based off the fact that not only does White here seal off this defensive tackle, but he stops him in his tracks. And look at that lane that develops because of Cody White here. This play right here primarily hits because of that block by Cody White here. That is an absolutely incredible block. And even the center is going to do a really nice job. If you guys watch Patrick on this one, he's going to do a really nice job flying out of there. And the angle he takes, I really, really can appreciate that. Now, Robert Spillane is going to run over the top, but this works because of the block by White here, as well as because he does get the hands onto Spillane and he just kind of pushes him out of there. That's a really nice job by both of those two guys. And of course, this one picked up 13 yards. You got another 9-yard run. Watch Tevin Jenkins on this one. He's going to do a really nice job slingshotting the backside defensive tackle. Great job if you guys ask me. I mean, it does not get better than that. To make it a little bit better, the D tackle ends up falling. But just a really nice job slingshot blocking this one. The D tackle is really slanting hard to the inside. Keep in mind, this is former Patriot defensive tackle Adam Butler. Very smart guy. He knows his run fit is the A gap, and he really needs to stick to the center on this one. And he does a pretty nice job getting out of his stance, right? He slants hard towards the left, but Jenkins does an even better job ultimately stopping him and basically getting this guy to kind of fall into the ground. And that creates that natural cutback lane. And this one picked up 9 yards. So this is a really, really, really nice job. Now, the running back does a great job breaking a tackle as well. The guys up front really got it done, in my opinion, yesterday. I think there was a moment in the game towards the end when the Bears let up a little bit. So statistically, it may not look as great as it probably was. I felt watching the tape that the Raiders really didn't have a whole lot of answers for the Bears. The bad runs were like 2.5, 3 yards. And I would say that's not even that bad because if you have a 2-yard and 3-yard run on 1st and 2nd down, well, technically you're in a 3rd and 5. And I think that's a prime position that you want to be in. Here's the 2-yard touchdown run just to cap this drive. Just a really nice job to finish by the Bears. I got to give some credit here to the tight end. Number 84, Mercedes Lewis, is going to do a great job going up against Max Crosby. A lot of the time, Crosby shades to the inside of guys, and then he slants hard towards the outside. He swims right over the top. And that time, it did not work. So that's a really nice job by Lewis. The interior guys also do a pretty good job. You can see that they're going to be able to kind of create the lane. Got a nice double team by the left tackle, left guard. Really get that movement, and ultimately, you're able to punch it in. That was a really, really nice touchdown drive, too. Basically start the game for the Bears. You're going to get a quick out here by the wide receiver, and the quarterback's going to deliver a really nice pass on this one. Really nice job getting out of there and hitting your wide receiver. This was 1st and 10. You picked up 8 yards. It's a nice job right there. Tyson Bagent is going to do a really nice job on this one. The Raiders are going to bring a blitz, and Bagent's actually going to throw this pass hot. And what's interesting about this play is this is actually a design screen to Cole Kmet here. You're going to actually see him release at the end of this, and you'll see a offensive lineman as well release and try to pick off the next level defender. You'll see Komet here kind of turn towards the quarterback. And to me, it's a really nice job by the quarterback to recognize pre-snap what this defense was doing. You can see right away the safety comes down into the blocks. You'll also see the running back's going to go into motion, and you'll see the linebacker go with him. You'll see the cornerback here starts to creep up a little bit. And Bagent's going to recognize that, and he knows now he's going to throw it hot to the slot wide receiver here, and he's going to deliver a really nice pass. It's low and away from the safety, and just like that, you pick up 11 yards. Keep in mind, this was 1st and 10, so this is a really, really nice pass by Bagent. This is part of what I felt like he did a really nice job of. I thought his ball placement was really, really good, and it was plays like this. All right, the pass is low and away from the safety, so the safety is not going to be able to break and make the play on this one. That's a really nice pass. So one of the things that makes quarterbacks good is their ability to extend a play. Generally speaking, most plays are designed to be out quickly, and if the ball's not out, you check it down or you throw it away. But there are some quarterbacks that are able to extend plays. And I know Justin Fields is definitely one of those guys. But so is Tyson Bagent. I mean, look at him go through his reads here. You're going to see him look over to his left first. He's not going to like what he sees. He's going to come back to the middle. He doesn't like what he sees there. He's going to come back over to the right. His wide receiver kind of turns away. So he takes off and he starts running over here to the right. And he keeps his eyes downfield. And he's going to find his wide receiver here, Scott, the rookie wide receiver. Just like that, he's going to pick up 6 yards. A play that probably should have been a throwaway, ends up picking up 6 yards. And I know Bears fans specifically may be used to this because they do see Justin Fields do this all the time, but I'm telling you guys, this isn't normal. If you have a Derek Carr, a Kirk Cousins, a Jimmy Garoppolo, these plays aren't being made. These plays are being thrown away or being checked down for a yard or two. So it's a nice job right there by the rookie quarterback. You got a nice 14-yard run right here by Dante Foreman. Really, really nice job by the offensive lineman up front. You're going to see on this one that Tevin Jenkins and Darnell Wright are going to do a really good job. Jenkins is going to get into this defensive tackle. Darnell Wright's going to overtake him at the same time. Jenkins is going to climb up to the backside safety. And you'll see that these guys are all basically going to wash all of these guys down. And the cutback is going to hit right here. But the cutback hits because of the block by the 2 guys on the right side. So that's a really, really nice job by both of those guys. This one picks up 14 yards. Just a great run, great call. Just a really, really nice job. You see the running back tries to jump over the top. Doesn't work, but still a really nice run. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out here. The quarterback's going to look over to the right side of the screen. Ultimately, he's not going to throw the pass. He's going to take off running. This one picks up 12 yards. This is a great job here by the quarterback. Now, let's analyze this play here a little bit from the end zone angle. So right away, you're going to see the quarterback's going to take the snap. And he's going to position his body to the right. So you can tell which way a quarterback's going to read depending on the way he positions his body. You can always see based off the way the feet are positioned which way the quarterback's looking to possibly pass. So Bagent's going to look over to the right. He doesn't like what he sees. Also, Max Crosby gets a little bit of pressure. So he comes back and he takes off running. You can even tell he thinks about possibly throwing this football here. He sees the wide receiver running across the middle of the field, and he brings the ball up a little bit, at least it looks like to me, right? At least right there, it seems like he almost thinks about possibly tossing it, but he ends up taking off running, and he's going to pick up 12 yards. So really nice shot. Now, when it comes to the actual route concept downfield, I don't really agree with this. I think it's kind of a bad route concept. Just not a whole lot there, right? To me, there's really nothing here for the quarterback to take. And I get the concept. You're trying to get this guy to clear out fast and hopefully have some room. You're trying to hit the wide receiver here on the curl route. Technically, if the receiver was way out here somewhere, number 25 is likely further to kind of cover the hook there. And there may be a little bit of space to fit the ball in. But that's really relying on these wide receivers to get past the press and for the quarterback to trust that the receivers are going to be able to kind of do that. And on this one, it's just not fast enough. And the quarterback ends up making the good decision by taking off running. So it's a really nice job. You can also see the wide receiver across the middle of the field here is going to get open late. But I think at the point of when the wide receiver hits his actual dig route, you're going to see the quarterback's going to be pressured and the quarterback has to just kind of take off running. So nice job right there by the quarterback to not throw the ball. Takes off running, picks up 12 yards. Let's get into the next snap. You got a fade route here by DJ Moore. The quarterback's going to take his shot, 50-50 pass. But I love the ball placement on this one. You know, sometimes we see these plays and the ball's out of bounds or the ball's too low or it's too far. This one's just right in my opinion. And Marcus Peters just makes a really, really good play on the football. But To me, if you guys look at the ball placement on this one, this is a great job in terms of ball placement. Maybe you could put it a little bit further to the outside, but he gives his guy the shot. And DJ Moore basically brings this down before Marcus Peters ends up ripping it out of there. So nice job right there by a quarterback to give his best wide receiver an opportunity, arguably a top 5 to 7 wide receiver, the opportunity to come down with the ball. It's a nice job right there. Let's get into the next snap. One of the things that I really like with the Bears is they're going to make it easy for Bagent. All right, we've talked about this over the course of this video. You're going to get a switch release at the bottom of the screen here. DJ Moore is going to come open 3rd and 5. This is a quick way to pick up those 5 yards you need. To me, this is exactly what you want to do. Not only are you creating a little bit of separation right there, you're getting that natural pick route and cover one man-to-man. The quarterback's going to roll over to his left, and he's going to hit DJ Moore. This is a really nice shot. 3rd and 5. It's a key moment of the game for the Bears, and they're able to deliver. It's a really nice job. Let's get into the next snap. Alrighty, guys. Final play right here. You got an 11-yard run. I want to give credit a little bit here to the offensive lineman once again. The offensive line, in my opinion, did a really, really good job yesterday. And if you guys have watched my content, you guys know that I've been kind of pumping up the Bears offensive line for the past year or so. And it's primarily because of guys like Tyson Bagent, Braxton Jones, although Braxton Jones didn't play in this game, and just the coaching of the offensive line. I feel like this is a very, very well-coached unit. And this year, they made some upgrades, right? They got Nate Davis, who also didn't play in this game, as well as Darnell Wright, who's my #1 overall offensive lineman coming out this past draft class. But you're starting to see the flashes. Now, this Bears offensive line still needs a center. And some people will argue they still need a left tackle. I won't make that argument that they 100% need one. I think Braxton Jones is a capable left tackle. But I can understand why some people will say they need to get a left tackle. But if they get a center specifically, this offensive line with Tyson Bagent and Nate Davis and Darnell Wright has the potential to be a top 5 offensive line. And it's because of plays like this, right? It's just executed perfectly. You see the right guard, right tackle do a really nice job here on the 3 technique defensive tackle. They're going to double. Jenkins is going to release, get up to Robert Spillane. More so than that, if you guys watch this play with the front side guys, right? The center over to the left tackle, they're going to block this perfectly as well. They're going to do exactly what they're supposed to do within this play. Lucas Patrick does a really nice job turning here. John Jenkins, a really good interior defensive tackle. And the running back picks up 11 yards on this one. Even Mercedes Lewis, I mean, this is arguably the most underrated run blocker on the Bears offense. He's going to do a really nice job here by pulling Max Crosby a little bit. And what I mean by that is if you guys look at this play here, towards the end of this play, he's going to pull Max Crosby a little bit with the left hand. And it's not enough where anybody's going to call a hold, but it's enough to make Max Crosby come this way as opposed to being able to release this way. And with that, you see Evans is able to kind of pick those yards up. That's a really nice job by Lewis. I know the offensive line may not be as good as people think right now, but trust me, in 2 to 3 years, if Jenkins, Davis, Wright, you get a new center in the draft, and that guy ends up being a good center, this is going to be a top 5 offensive line. Ryan Poles knows what he's doing with offensive linemen, and it's there. You see the talent a little bit, and you saw it a little bit against the Raiders. Saw it over the past couple of weeks as well. It's just a matter of time until Roschon Johnson really comes to form and is the true #1 running back with Khalil Herbert as the #2. And we'll be here to really analyze that as that kind of happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time with another video.